Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to kick off a new series on the channel with you all today that we are going to call Affiliate Marketing Lies and Myths. We're going to talk about and we're going to debunk some of the biggest lies and myths out in the industry. And I think these are things that keep people really stuck, keeps them spinning their wheels. They struggle to have those first few breakthroughs. They struggle to build momentum. They struggle to get to the point where the business can really start to grow, and then people have a proof of concept, and they can really run with it, and they can get clarity and see a vision on how to take things forward. All right, there's a lot of misconceptions, there's a lot of bullshit, and we're gonna break those down in this series. I want to kick it off. Before we kick it off, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the big red button. Click the bell icon so you get notified whenever I drop a new video. Give this video a like if you get any value, and if you've got any questions, be sure to leave them below, and I'll do my best to get back to you throughout the week. So, in this first one, I want to talk about the misconception that affiliate marketing is the easy way. Affiliate marketing is simpler in some ways than creating your own product or doing e-commerce, or running an agency, these other big models that are online, because you're only dealing with the front end of the funnel, I guess, because you're focused on the traffic, you're focused on the lead generation, and the first part of the sales process to get people to, buy the first product in whatever funnel it is that you're sending them to for whatever company you're promoting. So it's simpler in that regard because you're not as worried about customer support, you're not as worried about all the techie stuff on the back end, merchant accounts, all this kind of stuff. It's simpler in that regard. But anyone that tells you that it is the easy way to make money on the internet is blowing smoke, so to speak. If it was easy, everybody would be kicking ass, and the reality is that the vast majority of people aren't. Because it's a real business. It's a real business that requires you to learn real skills and requires you to be really consistent, requires you to learn marketing, requires you to learn sales, requires you to put value and content out in the marketplace to build trust and rapport with an audience, to test, to experiment, to take risks, time risks, financial risk, emotional investment into different projects. There's all of these things that mean that it's really not that easy, but it's fucking worth it. 110%. The people that realize that it's not easy and get over that, hurdle, who actually put the time and the effort and the work in to learn the skills that you need to make it all work. Ask anyone that does that. Ask anyone that invests that time to figure it out, however long that takes. Some people it takes weeks, some people it takes months, some people it takes years. Ask anyone that's done the time to figure it out, put the time in, they've put the effort in, they've got the, they've got the runs on the board, so to speak. They'll tell you it's worth it, because the feeling of being able to, generate income from your computer is pretty amazing. And when you can understand why it's happening and why what you're doing is working, which is why I really preach learning the fundamentals, learning marketing, learning sales, all these kind of things. When you can really understand why it's working and you can replicate it for yourself or replicate it for clients, people that you help out, it becomes a really, really powerful skill set to have in your bag of tricks. But because of that, because of how rewarding it is and how awesome it is when it all comes together, it's not easy, right? It takes time to learn. It takes time to figure it out. it takes an appetite to be willing to invest time and money and energy into something that, into a particular project that may never work, or into a funnel that may tank, or into a product that you might get excited about, a new product that might come out that you might get all excited about, and then it just doesn't convert the way that you want it to. All of these things can happen. But the flip side is that when it all comes together and when it works out, it's pretty fucking awesome. Now, when I say it's not easy, there's an easier path and there's a harder path within that kind of sphere, right? Overall, it's not an easy thing to do. You've got to learn the skills, and you've got to, you got to put the time in. You've got to put the work in to figure it out, right? You've got to give up on this kind of push button concept. It's bullshit. So that said, within the spectrum of how easy it is to do, or how quickly you can make things happen, is that there is an easier path and there is a harder path. The sooner anyone watching this that may be still deluded by some of the stuff that's out there in terms of, just push a button and it'll kind of happen, the sooner people can move past that, the sooner they can start investing the time to, understand the stuff that really works. The 4 critical pieces that I always talk about on this channel: the mindset, the offer, the conversion process, and the audience and the traffic. The sooner you can move past looking for the silver bullet, and the sooner you can progress to investing your time to those 4 components and plugging into an overall strategy, a real strategy, the faster that you're going to get to the goal, right? There's people who ever put off learning the fundamental stuff. They think they just need a new product. They think it's the funnel. They think they need the latest funnel. They think they need to jump onto the latest platform that's taking off. They think that there's always just this one thing missing. When really it's that the vast majority of people have never taken the time to stop and learn the stuff that they need to learn in order to make it happen and in order to make it work. So within that, if you want to make it easier on yourself, not saying that it's going to be easy, there's going to be work to be done. There's going to be things that you need to learn that are going to seem foreign to you at first and are going to take a while for you to figure out. Within that, if you can get help from the right person, it can make it a hell of a lot easier, right? If you can get help and guidance to get your mindset in check, if you can get help and guidance to choose your product or products and to craft an offer using a framework that works, if you can get help and guidance on what sales stuff do I need to know, right? What are the core, 5 to 10 things that I need to understand in order to sell stuff? Right? What are the different ways that I can sell things? What are the different ways that I can sell things at different price points? Should I focus on lower ticket? Should I focus on higher ticket? What are the different traffic options out there? Should I start with organic or should I start with paid, right? Or should I do a combination of both? Should I do a YouTube channel, or should I be on Facebook, or should I be on Instagram, or should I be doing a blog? If you can get guidance to get that baseline set up and get those 4 things in check, your mindset, your offer, your conversion, and your traffic strategy, it will make the whole thing easier. Not easy, but easier than what it would otherwise be if you have to go it alone. And the reality is that means you're going to need to invest in training. You're probably not going to find it in a $50 product or a $100 product. I'd encourage you to, if you're really, really committed, to try and join something where you're going to get not only the strategy, but you're going to get to be part of a community where you're going to get coaching and mentorship, either at a group level or a one-to-one level, depending on what your needs are, depending on your experience level, all those kind of things. Get as much support around you as your resources can facilitate, and then Focus on those 4 things. If you do that, it will make it a hell of a lot easier for you. I'm never going to tell anyone this is easy. It's not an easy path to take. If it was an easy path to take, everybody that's doing it would be kicking ass. But there is a way that you can make it easy for yourself, and it's working with the right people, getting plugged into the right strategies, being disciplined, being accountable to yourself, deploying consistency, doing all of those unsexy things that seem hard. They're ultimately what's going to make it easier for you, right? If this is a thing that you want to achieve. So that's the first myth that I wanted to debunk. We're going to do a series on these. I've got a list of them that I want to work through. The first one is that, as I've just walked through, is that affiliate marketing is for some reason the easy online business model. It's definitely not, but it's definitely an awesome one, and it's incredibly rewarding when it all comes together. If you want to plug into a community that meets the description of what I just walked through, check out the Super Affiliate Accelerator. There's a link below. It's a program that I run. We'll get you plugged into all of the strategy. We'll get you plugged into the community. We'll get you plugged into the mentorship, all that kind of stuff that you need. But and you can check if that's a good fit for you or not. But regardless of if you join that or not, look for guidance from someone who's been there, someone who's done it. Surround yourself with the right people. Focus on those 4 things. Put the whole silver bullet push button thing to the side. The faster you can get there, and the faster you can enjoy the process of learning these fundamental things, the better off you're going to be in the immediate term, and the more sustainability and longevity you're going to have in your online career. Hopefully you found that one helpful. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out the Super Affiliate Accelerator. There's a link in the description. I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.